I have watched every Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie 300 times just this week alone, so I can bring you my ranking for the best Leatherfaces in the series. But I'm going to tell you now, horror fam, that this is an undertaking, no pun intended. We're going to have to bring on the big guns to help us here. So I have brought on Mr. Mark Burnham from the brand new Netflix version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface himself, to help me rank all of the Leatherfaces from the entire franchise. Here we go, folks. Let's bring him on. Mark Burnham, how are you doing, brother? Oh, yeah, getting it in. Look at that. Oh, man. Fresh off the set, new Leatherface, we got him. All right, folks, just teasing. This is, of course, the Farinator, coming in big and strong, baby, joining me live for this week's Talk Horror live stream, where we rank the Leatherfaces. Now, I'm not talking about the masks here, Farinator, and I'm not talking about the movies. I'm talking about Leatherface, the man, the myth, the legend himself. We are going to go through all of the films. I have them pulled up in this neat little tier list right here. And we're going to rank each one. Now, how this is going to work is you can think of best at the top, worst at the bottom. Okay, best at the top, worst at the bottom. As we move down, things get worse. Okay, so you can think of it as S, A, B, C, D, and F down there at the very bottom. But I've come up with my own little colorful tier names here, dude. As you can see, the Saw is Family is our S tier. Good Barbecue is A. Do Your Thing, Cuz is B. No Pleasure in Killing is C. Annals of American History, because we're getting, let's face it, we're getting to the bottom of the crap pile there, man. And then Roadkill All Over Texas is, of course, the worst you can possibly do. But first, before we get into that, Farinator, let's send a big warm welcome to everybody out here. Who we got in here tonight, baby? I want to see a show of hands. Who's in the stream ready to talk some Leatherface goodness? We got Gory Tiger in here, baby. The man, the myth, the legend himself, the gory one. Oh my goodness gracious. We have Trav Zimmerman, Zimzam Flim Flam man, never gonna miss a stream. SJM Hadsick, baby. Whoa! What's going on? Samuel Stokes in here running HorrorFam strong all night long. We got the Diabolical Doctor. We got the DOD, Daughter of Death. We got BP. We got DB. Man, and let me tell you something. I want to give a huge shout out here to Mr. Rib Rascal for becoming a YouTube channel member before the stream even started. And this is going to come in super handy tomorrow, Rib, because tomorrow is the members only live stream. So come on in for that, dude. I want to see you there, man. It's going to be crazy good. Crazy good. All right, folks. And tonight's goal, in case you can't see it, tonight's goal, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. One of us impersonates Franklin, and there we go. And there we go. We hit the goal. One of us has to impersonate Franklin from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Let's take a vote. In the chat, who do you want to impersonate Franklin from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974? Steven, aka Bojangles, or the Farinator? What do we have, folks? What do we have?
It's like 1-1.
1-1. All right, let's see what we got. What we got? Oh, both. I see a call for both. JP's going with Farinator.
3-2, Steve. 4-2, Steve.
Dang! Oh, and Mines 84 just subscribed. Welcome to the HorrorFam, Mines. You can never grow old. You can never die. You're now one of us, my friend. Welcome home. All right, dude. Everybody. All right. Okay. I'll do this one, but I'll tell you what. I put up a new goal. For $2, one of us impersonates Chop Top from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. But I'm gonna give y'all a little melting pot of Franklin here. Okay, here we go. Here's my impersonation of Franklin. Well, I think we just picked up Dracula. There you go. That's Franklin, dude. That's the best I got. You know, if I had like a huge sausage to put in my mouth, you know, I could pull that out too. But
I don't know if you could be fucking worthless and just get in everybody's way while Leatherface goes buck wild.
That's true, man. Poor Franklin. He wasn't doing anybody any favors, man. Heck no. Rib Rascal saying nailed it. I want everybody to rate my acting performance 1 through 10, baby. Chad Edmonds donating $2. I think Farron has to do Chop Top.
God, I really don't remember Chop Top all that much. Like, I'm trying to think of something. I know he had the metal plate on the head, like scratching it with the damn clothes hanger.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Can I get a pass to someone else? Can the chat just pick me someone else?
Oh, my God. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll do Chop Top, but you have to think of what we should do for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Which character? But I'll do Chop Top. Okay, Nomland! Bubba's got a girlfriend. 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 EXIT. Exit. There you go, man. There you go. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Whoa, look at that. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, we're breaking records and breaking hearts tonight, dude. Oh man. Okay, so who do you want to impersonate? What should our next goal be for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3?
Let's go Ken Forey's character in part 3 in the flannel shirt and the Jeep.
Really?
Yeah, let's roll with that.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put that up. And this one's on you, though. Because I could have done
hold on.
Yeah, because this is... Come on, dog. I could have done Tech, but you said Ken Forey.
Hold on. Let me rethink then. Let me reevaluate here.
Oh, I don't know, dude. It's set in stone now. Wow, look at this, dude. We're getting 10s. SJM once again, Steven does it. John saying I nailed it. Oh my goodness, and Mags, Steven, it doesn't get better than that. Thank you, Mags. Oh man, glad to see your smiling face in here tonight, baby. All right, dude. If we hit it, we haven't even hit the goal yet.
We haven't even hit the goal. Can we do like the toy, the little
Oh God, F-O-O. Oh my God, Leatherface's little sister. I can do that one, Briggs. You send $3 over and I'll do Leatherface's little sister. I remember that movie. I remember it, baby. But we haven't hit the goal yet. We got to hit the goal to make it happen. Oh man, look at Farron. He's over there. He's sweating bullets right now. He's pulling up Ken Forey quotes. Look at him. All right. Well, while we wait and see if we can hit that goal,
let's get this started, Steve.
There we go. Okay, now as you can see, folks, here's our tier list. And we're going to start in release date order. As you can see, we're going to start with Gunnar Hansen's Leatherface. I don't know about you, Farinator, but this one, man, this one's a little bit... I mean, he set the tone for the character. He's the first one to do it. He's the originator of violence.
Got to be top 3, right?
I think he's definitely got to be top 3, but I mean, there are some things like they didn't go too in depth with him, and Sally does scare him at one point near the stair landing, if you remember right. Cuts his own leg with his own chainsaw. I mean...
Okay, so we're factoring that in too. Okay, so I would say with that factored in, I would put him at 3. He definitely wasn't the most intimidating, but like you said,
Yeah.
he's the first, so that kind of keeps him up there.
Yeah, he is definitely the originator of violence. I would say
one of the smaller ones too.
He was one of the smaller ones, believe it or not, somehow. But we do have an S rank, an A rank, and a B rank. I would personally put him probably at the A rank, man. What would you say?
So what would that be? Would that be
the good barbecue? Second one
we
down.
could run that. That saves the top spot. I wouldn't be mad if he ends up at 2.
Yeah, we can move him there, and we can move these around too as we go. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know. Chad's calling us out a little bit. He's like, how the hell was Gunner small?
I guess the only one I know that he was really bigger than was Robert Jacks, right? Maybe part 2, 2 and 4. That would be the only two bigger than.
And I think they didn't shoot him as a very imposing character in that one. Like he wasn't. They didn't do the forced perspective and some of the stuff they did in the other ones.
He definitely wasn't small. He just wasn't
small, but he wasn't. All right, hey, whoa! We have a donation here from the Diabolical Doctor wanting me to impersonate the little girl from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Here we go. I'm going to see if I can do it justice for you, Doc. Here we go. All right, Farron, I want you to rate my performance on this one, too. Because this is like the only line I know of her doing in the whole damn movie. Yakety yak, don't talk back.
That's solid. Isn't her name
solid,
like Jennifer? Right? Jennifer something, the actress?
Jennifer Banco.
Okay, yeah, she does like conventions and stuff now. What other movie was she in?
She was in Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood.
Okay. And that's it? Wasn't she in one of the Pumpkinheads?
I can't remember if she was in one of those or not.
I thought she was in Pumpkinhead too, but I might be wrong.
I ain't seen that in the damn
mayor's
Coon's
age.
I haven't seen that shit in forever, but and JK, he's saying that, everybody else who came after Gunner basically imitated him. I would say that's untrue. I would say that's untrue because I think the thing about Leatherface is he's an enigmatic character, dude, because every sequel there was a different, it was almost like he was a different character.
Different last names, different first names.
Yeah, different family for God's sakes, but definitely like different motives and different tones and vibes, man.
And part 1 had no personality. Like we didn't know anything about him, like why he was doing it. Like he's just there.
Well, no, he likes to bang his head on chicken cages, though.
That's probably part of what made it good back then, but what then ultimately knocked him down a few notches from some of the others, in my opinion.
Well, I think we're going to get down to some of those lower notches, Farron, because next up we have Bill Johnson's Leatherface.
Trash, boo.
From the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I showed this movie because Anna had never seen all of them. She had certainly never seen this one. I showed this one to her, dude. She could barely get through it. That was a damn struggle on her behalf, man.
Let me just put it this way. You could lock that Leatherface and the sheriff, Dennis Hopper, that was after that Leatherface in a broom closet with me, and I'm coming out. I'm coming out the broom closet, Steve. Like, trash, boo.
Oh, my God. Well, okay, so this Leatherface, once again, now this is a big tone shift here because this Leatherface is all horned up. Like he wants a girlfriend in this one. So he goes after. I mean, the movie is a complete tonal shift too. Like it goes comedic and cheesy and campy. And the Leatherface suits it. Like he uses his chainsaw like it's a giant phallus. He's humping, he's drooling at the mouth. I mean, he goes hardcore in this one. And I don't know, man. I think Dude, I don't know about this one, man. Lou Perryman was the best damn part of this movie, if you ask me.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I did enjoy the movie. Like, it's not one of my favorites to rewatch, but it's definitely not the worst.
I will say he had a beast chainsaw in this one. That damn chainsaw was massive.
I would personally put that one second from bottom.
So you would go... There,
just in case.
He's going to the annals of American history. Yeah. He is history's anus.
He's in the anal of my movie collection. I don't even own that one. Like,
wow, damn!
I like it, but yeah, it's not one I would ever buy anything from or anything like that.
Man, yeah. So I mean, I think I gotta agree with you on that one, dude. He not an impressive performance there, but
chainsaw scene. That is true, Chad. But to me, that is like the Full Metal Jacket of the Texas Chainsaw movies. It's badass the first 5 or 10 minutes, and then it's all downhill the rest of the
movie. Man, okay. Well, now we're going to move on to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, which has R.A. Mihailoff. And this one, dude, I know we're both fans of this one. I mean, hell, we're fans of like all these movies almost. Gosh. You know, but
looking at it though, I love the actor, I love the movie, but that's not a good looking Leatherface. Like, that's a Return to the Living Dead background zombie. Like,
I remember you were over at the house and you had never seen the trailer for this movie, and I pulled it up for you, and there's like
it's like the Zelda like shit. Like, I never understood what the hell was even going on. Like, the medieval woman with the big red ring with the sword, like.
It was apparently a nod to the movie Excalibur.
Yeah, I've read that, but I just don't get it. Like,
I don't know why they did it either, but I mean, once again, Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, this is a complete tonal shift. I would say, at least until we get to the later sequels, this was the most straightforward slasher version of Leatherface we got for a while. Like, I
would either put him in the annals next to 2 or the one right above him, No Pleasure in Killing. If it were up to me, that's what I would pick.
To be fair, he did give us, when he's using that speaking spell, he does give us the FOOD.
Yeah, and there's no denying from anybody in here it had the best chainsaw in that movie. Can we all just agree on that?
Oh, yeah, dog. That's like, the Sawa's family.
With, like, you can't say he's the absolute worst because of that chainsaw. That's part of Leatherface, right?
But how did you feel about the fact that in this one, number one, he has one of the worst masks of the franchise? But, I mean, that looks like he laid bologna on his face and just like stuck his tongue through it. But number 2, like, how did you feel about him being like tech obsessed? Like, he was always wanting to listen to music and he had that speaking spell.
I guess it's better than what he was obsessed about in the next movie, but it is definitely strange.
R.A. Mihailoff is pretty beast. That's a big ass dude.
Am I allowed to look ahead at the other ones and consider in my mind when I make the decision?
Yeah, I mean, because we're gonna. I mean, because you got to think some of these other ones set the bar.
I definitely see one that I think is worse, if that helps.
Okay, I think I would personally put this one. Now, I want to know where everybody would put this one. Please tell me in the chat where y'all would rank Part 3's Leatherface. But dude, I think I would have to go with No Pleasure in Killing. He's not.
Okay. I was on the fence between there and next to Bill.
I could be persuaded putting him down there, to be honest. I mean, it's just one of those things. Out
for us deciding for 2, 3, and 4 for sure.
Oh my God, no doubt. Like, those are the damn. Wow. Yeah. So number 4 though, like, I have a feeling.
I didn't hate 4, but I can see why people did.
We're going to see. We got some comments here. I want to see what people said. Chad says Fair and we're going to fight on the next movie.
It's possible, yeah. Like I said, I like the fourth movie, but I can see everybody's point about the Leatherface, the movie, like everything. I can see all the flaws for sure.
But I do want to bring up to Chad that you also just said that if you were locked in a closet with Dennis Hopper and Bill Johnson, that you're walking out. So Fair might not be the one to throw hands with, Chad. Brian Perry saying TCM3 was trash. Chad says he would put it at roadkill. The Diabolical Doctor saying he would put it at do your thing, cuz, which is pretty much a B rank. SJM is with me all the way. The Doc saying is Jack's leather. Oh, he's ready. He's ready to move on. He said that the Leatherface in part 4 stuck out like a sore thumb, even considering the movie that he was in.
I would say I like this one more than part 3, but probably equal to part 2. I don't know if I like it better or worse than part 2. That's where I'm stuck. I do like it better than part 3's Leatherface.
I think the best thing about The Next Generation as a movie is definitely Matthew McConaughey and his character Vilmer.
I agree.
Which he wasn't even supposed to play that character at first. Like he just fell into that role by mistake, really. But
I like his brother better than Leatherface. The one that would like quote the history
W.E. or whatever his name was. Like
with the cattle prong. I liked him better than Leatherface.
I propose to fight it out on this line if it takes all summer.
But again, you put W.E. closet with me. I'm coming out of that closet, Stephen.
I mean,
W.E. was 90 pounds with like a plastic ass cattle prong.
Dude, I agree with you. Like the Leatherface. Now, Robert Jacks plays Leatherface in this one. And this one, man, Leatherface is definitely different. I would say he's probably the closest to the original again, because we get the pretty lady mask. We also get the, going to work mask. He is his everyday.
We get that
attire.
Iconic revisit to the end of the first movie at the end of this one, kind of with the spinning around the road. And
yeah. But the problem with this one is, though, man, now this is his pretty lady mask right here. His masks were pretty trash. He was pretty weird in this one. I mean, I think he's wearing like a negligee right here. Like,
this movie realistically probably never had a chance, though, Steve, if you think about it.
It probably did.
It was made for like the same amount of money as the first movie, but in the 90s. Like, it was super low budget.
Oh, yeah, dude. Super low budget. But Leatherface gets bullied the entire movie. He's almost on the same level as Grandpa in this one. He's like a background character. You never see him, and when you do, he's just whining. And he's scared of everybody else, especially Vilmer and Renee. Hell, even what's her name? The prom girl. Can't remember her name right now. Maybe Jill or
So would you agree like that he was at least very creepy? He had a very creepy vibe,
he definitely had a creepy vibe. But like, man, there's a lot of stuff in this movie that has a creepy vibe that I still don't understand to this day. It's creepy that Kim Hinkle came back in like 1994 or 5 or 3, whenever this movie was made. This is what we got. And this is what that son of a bitch decided to do with it.
Hell, I thought it was a woman when I was a kid, like before the internet.
Man, so dude, I would personally put this one on roadkill all over Texas. This is an F tier for me. I mean, where are you at?
If I had to pick, it would be, like I said, Annals of American History, but I've always understood why people hated this one, so I can't argue.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, this is just look at that shit. Like, and Briggs, if you want to know, hey, Briggs, I think we're up to $3 goal or four. We're up to a $4 goal. If you want me to act out either Leatherface or WE or Vilmer, please let it be Vilmer from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Next Gen. Send that $4 over, and I will make that happen, dude. I can hit you with one hell of a Vilmer.
Oh God, I want to hear that WE.
Oh God,
Hit them with that Ulysses S. Grant.
That there's Robert E. Lee.
Bet you didn't know that, did you? Of course you didn't.
Of course not.
You're a bona fide
moron. Yeah. Dude, we have watched this movie way too damn much.
Yep.
And it's 1994. Oh my God, dude. It was Jenny. Jenny was the female's name.
Okay.
That I was trying to think of.
What was that stud's name that was just like an asshole to this like a little tuck and just went in there and peed, and you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. What the hell was his name?
I don't know.
Barry. Barry.
Yeah, Barry was my spirit animal.
Oh my God, dude. I think if we hit the next goal, you should have to do a Barry.
A Barry. Oh God, I have to think about that. Okay.
Oh, the power's threatening to go off, dude. Did you see that?
I seen like your lights kind of flick.
Dude, yeah, the power is definitely threatening to go off. If I go off, you'll be trapped here. You can just respectfully bow out, and I wouldn't blame you. Yeah. SJM, she told Leatherface to sit down in part 4. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, dude. All right. Oh, I hear thunder. We're in trouble. All right, man. Next up, Farron, we're getting to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003, Leatherface being portrayed by Andrew Briniarski, who has to be the biggest Leatherface we've ever gotten. Like, this dude's an ex-bodybuilder. He's like 6 foot.
Gotta be him or the new one, right?
Yeah, I would say Andrew. I'd say Andrew takes it for biggest, man. I mean, that dude was stout.
He's definitely built. He moves better than the other Leatherfaces. Like, that was the first time kind of blended in with the Friday the 13th remake. Like, we never really saw either of them move like that until these movies.
Yeah, Leatherface runs with a chainsaw in this one, and it is a monster of a chainsaw. We see Leatherface wear someone else's face in this one.
God, I feel so biased about this one, though, because this movie literally was my favorite. Like, this movie changed.
Oh, this one's my favorite of the franchise by far. I think this one is the Arlie. Dude, I think this is the best Leatherface we have ever gotten, period. Throughout the entire franchise.
Lethal. I think he was definitely the most relentless.
The most brutal. The biggest, the baddest. He certainly got it. It took Leatherface and made him more of a prominent character in this film too, I think.
Yeah, it's like an upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. So I think he goes S tier, bro. I would put him at the Saw's family personally. I think he sets the bar.
Yeah, I don't know that he'll end up there alone, but I agree with that definitely.
So you think
2003
Leatherface is the best it gets so far?
So far, for sure. Marcus Nispel did what Rob Zombie tried to do.
Yeah, he did. Marcus Nispel was not playing around with this remake, dude. Brutal film. Great film. One of my favorite horror films. Period.
I agree, Brian.
Thank you. So I want to know where everybody else would put the 2003 Leatherface. Cineflix is saying my favorite Leatherface is from the beginning. Oh, dude. First off,
solid.
Welcome to the Horror Fam. You can never grow old. You can never die. You are now one of us. Welcome home, my friend. Number 2, sweet Art the Clown avatar. Art's coming home for Christmas this year, baby. And we are about to get into the beginning. Kills a Lot Gaming. Plus, he was Zangief from Street Fighter. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. You forgot about that, didn't you, Farinator?
I did, actually. I know Justin, or Kills a Lot there, is a big Street Fighter fan, so thank you for that, Kills a Lot.
JK disagrees. He says he would have put him at the A tier because nobody goes higher than the OG. I'm telling you, dude. Remake. Oh, and Dragon Blue's coming in. Remake Leatherface is S tier. He's so scary when he puts her boyfriend's face on. Freaked me out so bad. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Cineflix.
Watch him pick someone up and set him on the chandelier.
Right? And Cineflix, thank you for subbing, brother. Part of the Horror Fam. Horror Fam strong all night long, baby. SJM saying, hey, I gave 2003 Leatherface an S tier too. Hey, it looks like we're all in league here, man. Looks like we're all in league. Moving on. We are going to look at Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. This is the first time any actor has ever came back to reprise their role as Leatherface. We have Andrew Briniarski back with a prequel to the 2003 film. Now, where would you put this one, Farinator, and tell me why?
I liked this movie a lot. I felt like this was a solid follow-up to the remake that wasn't quite as good, but I was not disappointed. The Leatherface itself, I think he kind of looks like ass, but that's really my only complaint. Like, just in his face, like his mask. I wasn't a huge fan. Average, like right in the middle for me.
Well, I would say he comes back, and this time we get to see the beginnings of brutality. You see why Leatherface becomes the man that he is. And he is that scene in the beginning when the meat shop is closing down and they tell him to get out. And he hits that dude in the legs with a sledge. OMG, brother. That is nuts. But, you know, I'm not a huge fan of the mask either in this one. But one thing I do like about it is the fact that this is Leatherface in the beginning. He's kind of figuring out who he is. He's kind of figuring out what he does. So he's wearing a half mask through a lot of it, and that's because, of course, the skin disease he has ate away at the bottom of his face, so he wasn't into covering up his whole face yet, so I see why they made that decision.
Yeah.
I also like how we get, what's his name, Matt Bomer, I believe that's his name. Leatherface wears his face later in that film as well, and I did like that. I thought that was really cool, really clever.
Yeah, it's just like hard to make a decision, I guess, because I'm so biased, because both of them, without the families, they take like a big hit. So I try not to be biased and like factoring in everybody else. Just singling in on that Leatherface, he was just kind of average to me. I get the points though. Like he was definitely cool seeing the backstory and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was more intimidated by the guy in the damn butcher shop in the beginning. It was up in the window just watching him like the boss. That guy was weirder to me than Leatherface.
The son of a bitch looked like he was like the motel manager from Vacancy or something.
Yeah. Looked like Johnny Knoxville with glasses or something.
Okay, so what does the Horror Fam say? Where would the Horror Fam put Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning?
So you really liked it. I think it's average. See where everybody.
I would personally put it at Good Barbecue. That's where I would go with it, man. Could you agree with that?
I think the highest
that's an
I would go
rank.
is Do Your Thing, cuz for me. But if the chat,
so you put him at a B.
Yeah, chat agrees with you. They agree with you then. But yeah, he wasn't quite that high for me.
Yeah. JK saying he would put it at a B tier.
I probably wouldn't make it out of the broom closet with that one.
Yeah, Andrew, dude, you're not making it out of the broom.
I don't think. Yeah, I would be very upset that I had to go in that closet, Steven.
I no doubt, dude. That's the best Leatherface has ever been. And, you know, Cineflix is saying it's an S. Brian Perry is saying average. Trav is saying Good Barbecue. I think I'm going to leave it at Good Barbecue for now. I definitely love the Thomas Hewitt look in the 2003 remake the best. I think that's on just a different level than anything else we've ever gotten. So that's why it can't be an S for me. I could see an argument for it being a B, though, too.
Do we have a limit on how many Leatherfaces can be on the same line?
No, not at all.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Now, moving back in. Now, this one is a hotly contested contest here. Moving back in, Farinator, we're going to have to discuss Texas Chainsaw 3D. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like this movie. I'm one of those people who liked it. I thought, you know, it does its own thing. It started the whole direct sequel trend, the requel, if you will, which is whatever. But the movie by itself, and it really is kind of a standalone film in my opinion, I thought it was fun, and it was in 3D, and I thought Leatherface in this one, and that's what we're specifically talking about anyway. I loved Leatherface in this one, the fact that, number one, he was aged. Number two, when he put that mask on, he had one of the most brutal masking scenes ever because he is stitching the mask through his jaw. So, oh God, Farinator's about to own me on this one. He does not like this one.
No, I didn't mind this one. I hated the movie when I saw it in theaters. I was pissed off that I even watched it. But over time, rewatching it, I liked it. Didn't love it. I did. The way the Leatherface looked, absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with him whatsoever. I loved that he was aged and still could bust some ass. The only thing that really held me back in that movie, I thought it was very corny, the whole, like, let's get him cuz thing, and them being cousins, and him having sympathy for her, like, corny. Boo. But I did like the Leatherface.
Yeah, the Leatherface was brutal, man. And I mean, hey, he throws a chainsaw in 3D at the camera. I mean, what can you not love about that?
First time we ever seen Leatherface, other than like when, you know, he nicked his leg, or, you know, he lost his arm in the remake. But that's the first time we ever seen him, like, somebody whoop his ass. Like, that Leatherface could take an ass whooping and come back.
Yeah, he could.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and and I don't know about you, man, but even when they revealed that he was her cousin, like, I was still scared to death, like, you know, because he's supposed to protect the family and all this, so they're saying, like, he's cool, but I was scared to death even at the end of the movie when she goes down there to, like, check on him and grab his plates he left out the door. I was like, oh God, I don't know if I could sleep in the same damn house as this Leatherface.
no, probably not. But up until this movie, Leatherface was 99% offense. Like, this is the first time we got to see a little bit of defense.
That is true.
And as they say, Steve, the best offense is a great defense.
That is true. And I want to see what the HorrorFam is saying here a little bit. I want to see what the HorrorFam is saying. Briggs, the Diabolical Doctor, is saying it is the worst mask in the franchise. Cineflix is saying it is barbecue for him. He'd put it at an S rank. 3D is his number 4 fave in the series. Briggs has been, smoking the wacky weed. He says, "Don't lie, Steve. Every single one was trying to be a direct sequel besides the remake canon." Dude, did you forget 1990 or 1994's The Next Generation when they tried to remake too? Come on. Not everything was a direct sequel either, Briggs. You know. But this one's like a sequel that happened damn 40 years later. Come on.
Yeah.
JK saying he would go A tier with that Leatherface. He physically sews the mask on. That's my point, dude. Like, this Leatherface is brutal.
I didn't have any complaints about this Leatherface.
Chad is so emotional over the remake, he has to compare it to every other movie on the list. So he says 3D was better than the remake.
I disagree with that tremendously. I think the remake is like an 8 or a 9, and 3D is like a 6 or a 7.
Cineflix does agree, though, that sewing scene was something else, and he is a sucker for 3D. Me too. Me too, dude. If something's in 3D, whether it's even up my alley or not, I want to watch it. So SJM saying 3D Leatherface is brutal. The Diabolical Doctor is pulling it out. He says Bill Johnson got impaled and kept going in TCM2. That was literally at the end of the movie, and he gets blown up, Briggs. Come on. He didn't.
Yeah, we don't even know what happened to him. Like,
yeah, I mean,
like Leatherface got damn
off-screen kill in that one.
He was stuffed down in a little hole like that bitch in Jason Takes Manhattan, and they threw a grenade down in there with him.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, well, he was locked in, JK, but still, I'm not trusting any door between me and that guy, man. Come on, dude. Woo! SJM is saying that's an A tier. Brian Perry saying an A tier. Where are we going on it, Farinator?
A tier's the second one.
Good barbecue, yes, sir.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I wouldn't put it at the tippy top, but I could see it being there.
Yeah, he was a good Leatherface. He was. I mean, I'm telling you, though, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm looking at what we have left here, and we're about to get into the worst.
I really wish you would knock that Gus Gilbert looking one from the beginning down a tier.
So you're saying you'd put him at like Do Your Thing, cuz, or No Pleasure in Killing?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, I just don't see him being on the level with the original. Or I don't know. I'm not really upset that he's there, but
I don't know, folks. Should we give Farinator one veto power?
Let's get through the list, and then we both get one veto.
We get one veto power. Well,
yeah.
Okay, and then maybe phone a friend and
sure.
Cineflix is saying he doesn't understand why people don't enjoy part 2. We both like part 2, but if somebody sat here and told me like that is the worst movie they've ever seen, I could also be like, yeah, that's
only Leatherface thus far that I've been confident I would have whooped his ass in a closet.
That's true. Fair and bring back the broom closet.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not a bad guy or anything. Like, I'm not like Chuck Liddell, but I would whoop that Leatherface's ass in a broom closet.
Damn, the doc is calling you out. He said you ain't putting him in Do Your Thing, cuz. Come on. Dang, he is fiercely defending TCM the beginning.
I get it.
Oh, man. Oh, Chad, he's still, I told you, dude, he's emotional right now, folks. Chad's getting emotional, and he's back to the remake. He won't let it go. He's saying he went to see it in the theater when it came out and fell asleep halfway through the movie. It was so slow. Are you serious?
I fell asleep during good movies before, though. Like, if I was tired and I've done that.
Oh, my goodness, dude.
That's bad, Chad.
I think Chad just he wants to find any reason to dislike that movie or something, because that's the most action-packed TCM we've ever gotten. Hell, name another TCM movie where something happens in the first 15 minutes. I'll wait.
Well, hold on, Steve. Just hold on. Chad, Chad. This is for you, Chad. Home. Getting drunk.
Yeah, baby, lay it down, son. Yeah, little Jedediah. Ooh, that 2-piece coming through. Look at that, and that one was free. That was free.
I gave y'all one for free.
Cineflix calling him out too. I fell asleep during TCM 3. No way you did during 2000. Oh damn, Cineflix! Well, that shots fired, boy. And this man likes Art the Clown. He loves hyperactive killer movies, man. Come on. Farron, go ahead and unload that combo again. Let me see that one more time, though. Let me check that
one more time.
Let's get... God! Ooh, God, dude, that's like Julius on top of that roof in Manhattan, bro.
I'd be tired a fourth of the way across that roof, Steven. Like he wouldn't have nowhere to knock me because I'm just in the middle.
But let's be honest here. Do you think you could fight Julius in a broom closet?
Absolutely. Miguel Nunez? Not who that was. Similar to Miguel
VC
Nunez. Might as well be. But help, give me him and Miguel Nunez. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
In the porta potty from Friday the 13th. In the porta potty.
God. Oh my God. Farron is laying it down tonight, baby. All right, well, I'm going to save everybody a ton of time here. So this is Leatherface from the 2017 film Leatherface. I'm just going to go ahead and move that right here to Roadkill.
All right, let's go to the Netflix one. Let's go to this Netflix.
Here we have...
How about that bus scene in the Netflix one, though?
Dude, in that Netflix one, it got a lot of hate. But I thought, now Sally Hardesty in that one was cringy as hell. Like that, she did not need to be in there. Marilyn Burns, they had to dig her grave up.
That was a cool idea, poor execution.
That was horrible. It's like Sally Hardesty, of all people, would not go on to be a damn Texas Ranger.
Okay, so which do you think is worse, her in that or Jamie Lee Curtis in the new Halloween films?
Definitely Sally Hardesty. Like Jamie Lee Curtis could, you know, I mean, but the Netflix one, I apart from that whole Sally Hardesty Texas Ranger thing, like I didn't think it was all that bad. Like I would give it about a 5 out of 10. I mean, it's
as good as 3D, right? It's similar to that, probably.
I would
in that range, within a point, up or down.
I mean, yeah, well, I don't know, maybe a little, a couple points lower, but.
So what would you give?
I thought that.
What would you give 3D 1 to 10, and what would you give this one?
I would probably give 3D. Well,
I'd give 3D like a 6.5, and I would give this one a 6.
See, I'm at like a 7 on 3D probably, and a 5 on Texas Chainsaw.
It's in the range. All right, so it's similar.
Yeah. But this Leatherface, I mean, dude, he was all over it, dog. And this is like the first time we really got, except for the remake. In the remake, they really changed his look up a good bit, and he looked pretty damn different. But like, I would say this is the most different looking Leatherface we've ever gotten. Look at him, dog. He looks like a damn monster from Left 4 Dead or something.
Yeah, before I watched the movie, I was really excited for it, and how he looked was part of it. But Can we just pause, Steven? I have something I have a pickle to pry for.
Oh my goodness, we got a pickle here. What do we got?
Can we just get an honorable mention for that cowboy fucker that like put up one monster of a fight upstairs in that fucking orphanage or whatever it was when he kicked his
Oh my God, yeah.
Why is that guy on the list?
Would you fight that guy in a broom closet?
Maybe, but I have to bring him out with me. He's not going to quit, apparently.
God, no doubt. But that's also how I felt about R.A. Mahaloff from TCM 3 when he was in Hatchet.
God, but looking back, that lasted like 2 seconds.
That is true. That is true.
But he more or less charged over there and got his ass busted immediately.
There you go. There you go. I mean, he really did. I mean, he gave him a good little surge, though. Let's be honest.
He gave him more of a surge than I would have the balls to give Victor Crowley.
That's true. That's
I don't
true.
want to touch him. I don't want to touch the nasty fuck, Steve.
Dude, I think this could personally be the first B rank Leatherface and do your thing, cuz. Where are you at on
Go
it?
ahead. Go ahead. I have a veto. I'm fine with that because he's near,
Wow, he has a veto.
He's near a veto, so that's fine with me.
So we are going to employ a little bit of a veto power here. But first, I want to see what everybody else would have ranked 2022's Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. Give me, S through F. S through F. Let's see. Oh, Doc likes it. He's saying you're playing strategically. But would you really, because if I know you would only move him down a single point. Would you really use that for your veto? Cineflix is going with a B.
I don't know that I would move that one, honestly. I don't hate that choice. I don't think I would.
Chad is saying he would put it at the bottom, bro. Brian Perry saying he'd put it at the bottom.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's the most drastic change, and not everybody has to enjoy the change. So I could see it being loved or hated and nothing in between.
But SJM is saying she agrees with us.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely see why they're saying F. It's just unfortunate that the host and the guest disagree.
That is true. That is true. Okay, so what? Okay, so we're going to give each of us one veto power. One veto power.
What if we let the chat vote who gets the veto first?
Yeah, okay, chat vote. Who gets the pick, the first veto? Who gets the first veto?
Now, what if, let's say I go first and I move something, can you use your veto to just move it back?
I think I could.
Okay. All right. That makes it interesting.
I think I could.
Ooh,
wow, what is this?
Farron. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Farron. All right. It's going to be me, it looks like, Steve.
Yeah.
Big Steve and no veto back.
Oh, my goodness.
So are we allowed to move back or no? What's the consensus on that?
I think I'm allowed to. I think because it's a veto, bro. I get a,
Okay. Well,
Let's see what we got here. What's he going to do? What is he going to do?
So I definitely agree with the top. I can see the bottom.
Let me ask you this. Would you move anything else to the top? Or would you say that is the bar?
I see some that I would for certain move to the bottom, at least one.
Okay.
I could see there being 4 on the fucking bottom. I could see you adding fucking 3 and 2 to the bottom. I could see that.
Woo! Okay.
I agree with do your thing, cuz. That's fair. God, I don't agree with no pleasure in killing, and I don't agree with that idiot up there at Good Barbecue from the beginning.
Oh, man.
I'm going to move the beginning down just one notch.
You're going to use your veto to move one down one notch instead of moving something all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, I think the way they're isolated, just visually, they stand out as sucking. They're down there by themselves towards the bottom. So yeah, I would move the beginning down to do your thing, cuz.
So is that your final answer?
Final answer. That's it.
Boom. Okay.
If I had 2 vetoes, I would move no pleasure in killing and the anals to the tippy bottom, and that would be a perfect list.
That would be a perfect list for you.
Flawless, yeah.
Whoa. And would you say, okay, that would be a flawless. Let me ask you something here. Before I do my veto, you agree the remake Leatherface is bar none the best? He's head and shoulders above everyone else. He's up there by himself. Nobody matches that.
Looks wise, yes.
I mean, just okay as a whole.
Well, looks wise, he has some competition. Yes. Performance wise, he has little to moderate competition. Movie quality, he has no competition. That's bar none the best Texas Chainsaw movie, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he belongs at the top. I could see an argument for the original belonging at the top.
But let me ask you this. Now we're looking at Good Barbecue. Could you see an argument for moving the original down?
No.
Well, no?
I don't think the original is on the same level as the beginning and the Netflix one. Although I enjoyed the Netflix one, I understand its dismay. The original is not. It's more than them, I think.
Okay.
Hell, I think it's more than 3D. I just don't think it's equal to the remake, so it's just kind of stuck there.
Okay. Let me ask the chat right now. Chat, if you had one veto power, you can change one thing on this list, what would you change? JK, he has The Shining. He's like, I'd use a veto to drop Leatherface from Leatherface 2017 down off the whole list.
Yeah, hey, that's fair.
That is, I agree with him on that. That one is.
What if we just cut the list in half and let the bottom half fall to death?
But there we go. There we go. Cineflix is saying he would move the beginning to S tier. And that does seem to be the consensus here, Farinator. That's what everybody is saying, that the beginning belongs at the top.
That is insane to me.
The doc says, I'd use the veto to get the OG to S tier, but I'm bummed I even have to use it for that. He is saying he's disappointed in us, Farinator.
I mean, maybe I'm in the minority. Maybe I'm a dumbass for not liking the beginning, but apparently I am.
Look at what you have done, Doc. You have forced Farinator into a depressive mind state. This is what you do when you keep pushing, Doc. I can't believe this, Farinator. I'd like to apologize for you coming on the podcast tonight and getting essentially cyberbullied by the Doc. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at him. Look at him, folks. Look at that. Oh, see? He's just, well, wow. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Back.
Yeah, he's back, baby. He's back. Cineflix, let's see here. Let's see who Chad says he would put TCM4 to S tier. He's
I don't hate it. I don't fucking hate it. Like, I didn't hate 4. It's not the dumbest thing we could do.
I mean, goodness God.
If you had a choice,
I mean that.
Let me ask you this, Steve. If you had to choose between moving 4 to the top or the remake to the bottom, which one are you doing?
Oh, dude, you're dirty. You are dirty. I would come closer to moving 4 to the top than the remake to the bottom. 4 is a better movie than the next generation is a bad movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you'll praise part 4 before you dare spit on the remake.
Oh, absolutely, all day long, dude. Amen. That's one of my favorite horror films.
Church is in session, chat.
SJM saying, I don't want the veto card. I'm too scared. Cineflix is with us. He's like, hey, I would move 4 to the top first before I drop that remake. I'm going to use my veto card. And
move that idiot from part 3 down.
That's what I was about. How did you know?
I just felt it like it made sense.
There we go.
Spirits have aligned.
There we go. That is the final list. We have put our horror brains together to compile the perfect list here.
I'd move the motherfucker from 3 to the bottom, chat, if it wasn't for his chainsaw.
That's true. I mean, Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's what we're looking at. I mean,
so I put him there with love. I put him on the second from the bottom with love. For the
that's right. I mean, we came in here tonight, folks, and we chose violence. That's what we did. I mean, we stick, Cineflix is like, what? Why is 2 so low?
2's ass. Boo.
Well, that was simple.
I love how we didn't even elaborate on fucking Leatherface whatsoever. Like, I forgot that motherfucker. We didn't even acknowledge it as being moved around or nothing. Like, it was just never spoke on. That fucking abomination that, like, fucking Judd warned us about Pet Cemetery. That's it. Sometimes the motherfuckers come back, but they ain't the same. And that's the movie that they brought out. They brought Leatherface back, and he was not the fucking same.
I cannot believe after Texas Chainsaw 3D, like, because they were supposed to turn that into a trilogy. And then, like, so they were going to do, like, a prequel next and then a sequel to Texas Chainsaw 3D. And the prequel was Leatherface from 2017. And that does not even look like.
I watched the first 45 fucking minutes of that movie and thought the fat kid with long hair was fucking Leatherface. I was just astonished.
Yeah, like we thought Harry Knowles was running around as
like the fat kid died, and I'm like, all right, when's he come back? Like, he's not, clearly he can't be dead.
I remember watching that with you when that happened. Like, we both thought the same thing, man. Like, this has to be Leatherface, right?
Yeah, it's that Coheed and Cambria looking fuck that got killed after an hour and a half of me thinking he was Leatherface.
I thought he looked like Harry Knowles or something. Like.
Is he alive?
I have no clue.
I ain't gonna knock him. He's in the faculty, so he's important to me.
I mean, hell, he's in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake too.
His big ass head's up there on the counter.
But man, I mean, yes, and I'm with JK. The scariest thing about Leatherface from 2017 was a psychotic blonde girl. Absolutely. The doc says Harry Knowles is alive and stronger than ever. I saw an interview he did with Lily Taylor not too long ago, and he's like sitting there eating Twizzlers with her.
He's not 400 pounds anymore, though, correct? Didn't he lose a bunch of weight?
I don't know. He's in a wheelchair, and
I knew that. Yeah, he was in a wheelchair a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know. And he says there's been some controversy around old Harry. So
Cineflix is giving us in the hen house, as they say.
And Cineflix has given us his personal ranking. He's saying at the bottom is definitely Leatherface 2017. Number 8 is TCM3. 7 is Next Gen. 6 is TCM 2022. 5th is TCM2. 4th is TCM 3D. 3rd is TCM Original. 2nd is TCM 2003. And 1st, he says he would put Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. I don't know, Farron. I don't know. But I will say, folks, tomorrow we are having a members only stream. I'm also releasing a video, so keep your eyes out for that. So members, come on in. We're going to have some fun. It's looking like we're going to do team trivia tomorrow. And for those of you who aren't a member, membership starts at only $1.99 a month. So if you want to gain access to that ain't shit. And if you want to gain access to that stream and so much more, go ahead and become a member. Come on in and hang out with us. Man, Farinator, what have you thought since you became a member, dude? Have you enjoyed those perks?
They're pretty nice, chat. And it's $2 fucking dollars. $2. You can't buy a soda at a gas station for $2.
You can't get a McChicken for $2 anymore. I mean, so if you all want to come into that, you are more than welcome. Just become a member. It will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. And a video is dropping. Now, next week, we're gonna change up the day I do the streams because I'm going to a concert. I'm gonna go see Mudvayne, baby, and All That Remains, and then walk out when Megadeth comes on stage. So that is on a Thursday, so I won't be able to do the stream that night. So I will thus be moving it to Friday.
Set the timer, Steve. $5, and one of us does a Mudvayne impression. Set the
$5. Really? Okay.
Put it up for 50 seconds, just for fun. Let's see if anybody wants to see Steve do "Dig" by Mudvayne.
Steve, I thought that was going to be you. Nah, this is definitely a Farinator goal. You haven't done any of them impersonations yet.
Hold up. I did Jedediah.
That was unofficial,
Chad.
though.
I did Jedediah for Chad for free. And that was because he donated like $29 the other day. That was a free.
That's true. That was a $29 performance right there, too, buddy. Kills a lot. The members only stream, of course, always formal attire. We come dressed to kill, baby. That's how we do it. But all right, folks, we're going to give you our 5-minute question and answer session. So if you have any questions, send them our way and we will get to them. Then we're going to hop off here and we're probably going to go eat something because we're big and we're sweaty.
And then we go into bed.
And with full stomachs, baby. Best way to digest food.
We'll have that.
Chad, Nate.
Overload.
Nate's a little cheapskate, bro. I don't know where he's at. Farron reminded me, next week's stream, I'm going to try to set it up. We are going to have a horror tattoo stream. So HorrorFam, if you have any horror ink, come on this. I'm inviting y'all to come on the stream and show it off, baby. We're going to be looking at horror tattoos. Farronator, are you going to be there for that?
I might.
Woo!
I might.
Woo! I know that's not the only one you got either that's horror related, baby.
No. And there's something the chat doesn't know.
Oh my goodness. The Diabolical Doc says, give us your best words of WE philosophy, Steve. Let me give you a good one. Oh God. Okay, I'm going to give you, Doc, some true WE philosophy. Now, this isn't a quote from somebody.
I agree, Chad.
This is from the words of WE himself. This is his own philosophy. He didn't steal this from anybody else. Let's go. You get to running with the wrong crowd, wind up in the reformatory. No respect, no discipline. That's the problem. Family values have gone straight to hell. There you go. There you go, Doc. And since you were good, I'll go ahead and find him. Well, look at the Doc getting him a little dancy wancy and yeah. But I'll tell you what, Doc, I'll find you another one here. Let's see what is another one that WE says. What's your favorite WE quote, Briggs? And I'll do it for you. How about, it is easier to resist at the beginning than at the end. Cineflix sharing his favorite slashers: TCM The Beginning, Halloween, Scream 2, Friday the 13th, 2009, and Terrifier 2. Hey, Friday the 13th, 2009 is one of my favorites too, man. I love that movie. Marcus and the Spell hits it again, baby.
Can I ask why Scream 2 is on there and not the first one?
That's a good point. That is a good point. Among other evils, which being unarmed brings you, it causes you to be despised. That's Niccolo Machiavelli. Now get! There you go, Briggs. There you go, Briggs. Ooh, ooh. All right, folks. Any other questions or comments? Send them our way. I believe SJM says, what's on the menu for y'all? I will probably just have some crackers and chicken. What about you, Farinator?
Well, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I don't know. I ate dinner before we did this, so I may grab a diet soda or another delicious Fresca.
Tell everybody what you thought of that Beetlejuice Fanta you tried, dude.
Jesus Christ. It tastes like sour apple cream soda or like sour apple eggnog or some weird creamy shit somehow. Terrible ass flavor. The blue one is probably the best.
The blue one? What's the blue one?
I guess it's like blue raspberry. It's probably the best Fanta, right? Or orange or grape. Like those are always contenders.
Oh, so you're not talking about Beetlejuice flavors. You're talking just in general.
Yeah. The Beetlejuice flavor is the worst one I've had. And I've had the pineapple.
Man. Doc wants some Beetlejuice Faygo, baby.
Faygo ain't bad. I like the blue Faygo for a fucking $1. It ain't bad.
Ain't that wild? They still sell that for $1?
And it's like a fucking liter. It's not even a normal size bottle.
Yes, James says, you tried it. I'm jealous. My diabetic ass can't have it.
You're not missing nothing, SJ.
I haven't seen it in stores, man. I saw the cans in like a 12-pack with Jenna Ortega on the box, but it wasn't special flavored or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw it in a gas station. I just grabbed it to my dismay.
Man, dude, that's rough. Oh, and Cineflix answers your question. He says, I enjoy Scream 2 way more than the original because everything the original did was improved upon in the second.
Yeah, that's fair. I like them all. I just hated the TV show. I didn't hate any of the movies, I don't think, but I definitely like the original the best. I have a soft spot for Stu.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. What did you think of the latest Scream? Like, are you digging the new?
Okay. I mean, I didn't hate it. It kept my attention. I enjoyed it. It's not great.
Where would you rate it among like the original trilogy?
It's not better than any of the first three. It's not the worst Scream. Honestly, the first three I think are kind of in order, like on my top 3, 1, 2, 3, probably.
Yeah.
And then past that, like I wouldn't be mad if you just shuffled them. Well,
yeah.
God, the fucking fourth one I wasn't crazy about for some reason.
You think that's the worst?
Maybe. That was kind of like the resurrection for me, probably. But I also didn't give a fuck about Officer Dewey dying. I didn't care about his character. Like, I didn't understand all that being so emotional for fans. Like, he was an idiot. Like, I'm more upset Cotton Weary died, like, still.
You loved it when he came in the third one just wearing that tight-ass shirt, all buff, ready to...
Just looked like money. Just looked like royalty, and we killed him off.
Oh, man. Dude. Oh, God, man. Well, all right, folks. I guess we're going to get off here. Like I said, we do have a members-only stream tomorrow. As of right now, it is looking like team trivia. Go look at the members-only community post I made. Please vote in that poll. We're going to figure out something tomorrow for that stream, but I am going to go eat and probably play some Blair Witch the video game with old Anna Dragon. So, y'all take care, and once again, memberships are only $1.99 if you want to make it into that stream. Sign up, come on in, more than welcome. I'd love to see you there. Especially you, Cineflix, you're my new friend. You're coming in here, kicking the door down, baby. Kicking the door down. Farinator, thank you for being on here tonight, man. I think you really did justice to the character that is Leatherface.
Thank everybody for
having me. And you look, oh man, looking just like Mark Burnham too. I love
looking like Robin Thicke.
Oh God! Well, yeah, we better call it then. Hey, Ethan Whalen, man, you made it in too late. Too late, brother. Oh, DOD saying she misses watching us all play video games. Well, DOD, vote in the poll, and maybe tomorrow. That might be tomorrow's stream. Maybe you'll get to watch us play a video game, huh? For the members only. Go vote. Vote it up, baby. All right, everybody. Until next time, look horror, listen horror, talk horror. Until next time, my friend. Woo!